day. It's opened up a huge cliff and a chasm that's actually swallowing some of the homes, and it's pushing tons of mud down on other homes below. From Sky 8, you get the big picture. Dozens of homes on top of this hill near Kelso are threatened. Many are already destroyed.
It's a very serious situation, and it's not just the 55 homes down here. It's 130 homes through this neighborhood, and now there are indications as the rain is beginning to fall that it is even spreading out, and we may have trouble on the other side of the hill. This story just will not go away. People now in 130 homes have 60 to 90 days to just get out, Tracy.
Unbelievable situation. Thank you, Gary.
A lot of people in this neighborhood hoped the damage would stop once the rain did, but you can see this kind of activity continues. In fact, this home was ripped apart in just the last couple of weeks, most of the damage occurring in about 12 hours.
And now the federal government says it won't help. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, known as FEMA, notified city officials in Kelso they'll have to find help somewhere else.
Look closely and you'll see the crack down the center of this home. Below the cliff, dozens more are already damaged. Still more are threatened by the slow-moving slide.
Looks worse every time we go there, Pat.
This is my house. We thought for a long time that we weren't gonna be affected by this slide, but I came home from Kilty practice one day and I found a letter in our mailbox, and I opened it and it said that we had 30 days to get out of our house, and it was hard to see your house change day by day, a crack here and a crack there, and before you know it, you come home, or what once was a home, and you find that it looks like this, and it's really hard. And it's just something that should never happen to anybody, and I never thought would happen to me.
Well, back there behind us is the foundation of our house. 24 years ago we designed it and built it, so we thought we knew how to take it apart, so that's what we did. That was how we decided to deal with the situation up here. We have our house stored away and we're going to rebuild it in the spring. We raised our kids up here, and I've been in the process for the last 24 years of making a park out of this place. Now we have grandkids coming back, but we'll have to take them somewhere else. We're looking for other property now.
The memories are what's really important. I can walk around here and I can see Brian playing in the sandbox, and I can see the girls riding their bikes and playing in the snow. And, you know, it's a loss and it's a mourning, but we're going to start over.
My name is Kay Adams. I'm the city engineer for Kelso. Questions come up about how this landslide started. We've been told by our geologists and our geotechnical people that due to the fact that there have been 3 years of serious rainfall, actually 65% over the normal rainfall, that the water has built up, and the weight of the water along with the bad soils has lubricated the ground underneath, and the landslide therefore started. Once it gets started, it's almost impossible to stop one. It has just continued to move and to destroy things as it goes. You can see behind me that the scarp line is almost 100 feet deep in some places, and it continues to move and to develop at that rate.
Myself and Deputy Chief Dave Lefebvre became involved with the Aldercrest disaster shortly after the first 2 homes began to move. We were in the Aldercrest area every day for the next 6 months, and had the opportunity to visit with the people and to witness the extreme emotional roller coaster they were riding. Many of these people were at first worried about how they were going to help their neighbors. Then it became a matter of what are we going to do for ourselves? We're now part of this disaster. The financial promises that they experienced and were let down on, the burden of trying to find another place to stay just in case. One story that comes to mind is an elderly couple who had just recently moved here from California, had taken money out of their retirement fund to pay cash to purchase a home in the Aldercrest area. Soon after they had moved into the area, the Aldercrest slide began. Eventually, their home was affected by the slide, and as it began to move, they paid to have their home destroyed so as to not damage the neighbor's house. Unfortunately, a few months later, the neighbor's house that they had tried so diligently to protect was destroyed by the slide.
The hardest part, I think, is seeing like my mom and the way it affects her, because she's been really depressed about it and sad, and I have to come home from school and see her cry, and that's really hard for me. And the fact that I can't, I don't know, just come home and during the summer and play with all my friends.
The hardest part, I think, is that you don't know what's going to go the next day, what's going to happen. You don't know what you're going to be doing the next week, you're going to be moving or if you're going to be still in your house. You just wonder what's going to happen.
If you move here, you become one big family. Like, this whole neighborhood's close, and it's not somewhere you come in, live for a year or so. You come here and like the Shoes, for example, lived on one side of Aldercrest, and they couldn't get out of this area because, so they just moved to the other side of it. It's like you live here for a long time if you're going to live here.
My name's Nathan Shue, and I go to Kelso High School, and that's my old house right there. Lived there for about 14 years. We've moved out probably about 2 years ago. Just built a new house right on the other side of the hill, and we're getting kicked out of that house now because of the slide. It's in the danger zone, and it took us 2 years to build. And this house right here I grew up in, and all my childhood memories and everything's just getting washed out down the hill, and all my buddies that lived around here have either moved out already or are moving out pretty soon, and it's just really crazy and sad to watch.
Our geologists and our geotechnical people tell us that this landslide is the second largest landslide in the history of our nation. It currently has destroyed 137 homes and is still growing and is still destroying homes as it goes. This landslide is considered to be the most expensive in our nation's history because of the valuation of the houses.
I'm Huffman Smith, and this is my wife Judy.
And we lived at 409 Sitka Drive. We've lived there for over 9 years. We moved in when our youngest one was just a year old and Stacy was 6. It was a great neighborhood to raise your kids. They had a lot of fun there, a lot of great memories. We did a lot of neat things to the house to make it our home, and now it's just all going down the hill to nowhere. We have a mortgage hanging over our head for a home that we can't live in, and we thought that we'd have it paid off in a few years and be able to live comfortably. Now we have to start all over again when we thought we were almost done.
I'm a timber faller, and it's a pretty strenuous job, and I was looking forward to trying something else in a few years, having my house paid for, and wouldn't have to make as much money, and I could try something else. Now I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I can afford to do that, so this really upset my plans there. I don't know what we're gonna do.
The people in the Aldercrest area were offered many different loans. Unfortunately, what they need is cash money. They don't need another loan. They have a mortgage already. They do not need a second mortgage. They need community support. They need fundraising projects to help them out. They need donations.
My name is Holly Holt, and I lived on Sitka Drive my whole life, all 17 years. And It's really hard to think that I can't ever come back to this neighborhood where I grew up. And I have so many memories tied into this place. This is where I learned to ride my bike down these hills. We sledded every winter when it snowed here. And we built our tree forts and these trees that are going down with it. It's really hard to know that I can't ever come back and see this place that I hold so close to my heart. And all the neighbors are leaving too, and it's just, you have your own pain, and then you have to share the pain of other people also, and that makes it even harder than just losing your own house. You're losing the whole neighborhood.